Here's one you don't get, except on Saturdays. Sudokarrow. It's another Sudoku. Yeah, no, shut up. Again, 1 through 9 in each row, 1 through 9 in each column, 1 through 9 in each 3x3. They give you a few numbers for free, and they also give you all these little grey arrows. The number at the head of a little grey arrow, the number in a circle, it's the tail, isn't it? It says here at the top. Oh. The number in the circle is the total of all the other numbers, which immediately tells you the number in a circle is never a 1. And it also tells you that, in fact it does, yeah. It also tells you that the number at any point along the arrow. I should probably just stop and start again, shouldn't I? Because I've made a right mess of speaking so far. At any point along the arrow, the number cannot be 9, because the number in the circle is no more than 9. Take some examples. That 7 is two things in the same 3x3 and in the same row, added together. So, well, it's not odd numbers, they couldn't both be the same anyway. But it is 1, 6, 2, 5 or 3, 4, one around or the other. Not useful yet. This. Well, there's a 2 up here, so those are at least 1 and 3, but it could be 1, 2 and 3, or 1, 2 and 3, so making that at least 6. And I'm sorry, it's going to look scruffy, but I'm going to write in that is 6, 8, or 9. This is at most 9. Those are at least 1 and 3, making 4, so that's no more than 5. The long ones. These two are in the same 3x3, so they are they're at least 1 and 2, making at least 3. These 3 are in the same 3x3, so they can't have any 2 the same. They're at least 1, 2 and 3, making 6. 3 plus 6 makes 9, which is the largest number you can put in, so that must be 9. And these must be 1, 2 and 3, and those must be 1 and 2. And those can't be the same. So this is 1 or 3. This is 1, 2 or 3. This is 1, 2 or 3. This is 1 or 2. And this is 1 or 2. And that means I now have the 1 and 2 in this 3x3, so that is at least 3. That's at most 5. We've already got the 1, 2 and 3 in this square, so that's at least 4. Now, because those are in separate 3x3s and they're in separate columns, they could both be 4. So that is 4 or 5, and that is 3 or 4. And the others here, 4, 5, 6 or 7. This one can't be 6, but don't have much information about them yet. That's at least 3, that's at least 1, so that's at least 4. That's still a lot of options. At least 1 and 2, that's at least 3. Still an awful lot of options. Here, those are at least 1, 2 and 3, and that's at least 1, making this at least 7. And it can't be 9. So it only has those options. There's a 2 there, so none of these can be 2. Those are at least 1, 3 and 4, which makes 8. And it can't be 9, so it has to be 8. Which means that can't be 8, that is 7. Which in turn means these are indeed 1, 2 and 3. So I've got the 1 and the 3 in this row now. And that is indeed 1, making that 2, that 1, that not 2. So those are 1 and 3, and the 2 can only go there. In the rest of this row I must have 4, 5 and 6. There and there. Don't yet know which way around. In this 3x3, 9 can't go in this column because there already is one. It can't go anywhere that has an arrow in it. That leaves this side. So 9 down this column. Can't go in this 3x3, there's already a 9 here. Can't go in any of them, must go in one of those 3. How to make 8? 8 has to be 1, 3 and 4, doesn't it? That's how I got to it being 8. So far they can go any way around. That 2 means that can't be 2. 1, 3 or 4. 1, 3 or 4. 1, 3 or 4. 1 or 3, 1, 2 or 3, 1, 3 or 4, 1, 3 or 4. There's 4 spaces, each of which can only be 1, 2, 3 or 4. So that's them accounted for. The rest of those spaces must be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in some sequence. And the 8 can't go in any of them, it must go in one of those 2. We also now know that the 7 here must go in one of those 2. What else have I got? There's a 1 there, so those are actually they're not at least 2 and 3, because those are 1, 2 and 3. That is at least 4. That's at least 2, making that at least 6. Neither of those can be 1. I have a 1 in each row already, and that one can't be 1 or 2. So that's at least 2, that's at least 3, that's at least 5. Which I already knew, because I have 1, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. 5, 6, 7, can't be 8, could be 9. Oh, it can't be 7, so it's 5, 6 or 9. Which still gives me a lot of possibilities for them. I have a 1 in this row, I have a 1 in this row, I need a 1 in this row. I have one in this 3x3, I have one in this 3x3, it must go somewhere here. And it can't go there, it must go in one of these 2. So this has to be 1 and 6. Narrows down the options for other things. Like this can't be 3 and 6. Can't be 2 and 7, can't be 1 and 8. Could still be 4 and 5. That's at least 2, that's at least 3, that's at least 5. 5, 7, 8, 9. Nah. 7 can go in any of them, that's not all that exciting. Being 1 and 6, well we already knew those were at least 2 and 3. That's at least 5. That's at least 2, so what? At least 3, so what? At least 2 and 3 make at least 5. Oh, at least 2 and 4 make that at least 6. Okay. If you get stuck, it may be a good idea to look for where 1 can go or where 9 can go. For example, 9 has to go there, has to go somewhere there. You go pretty much anywhere there. 9 in this row can only go there or there. All the other spaces have arrows in them. Have, line or arrow head. Has to go in one of those 2. And this row can go in a heck of a lot of places, and in this row can go in a lot of places. Blah. Like 9 in that column. Got the 8. It can go there, or there. Everywhere else, well, I've got a 7 in that circle, everywhere else can't be a 9. Down here, it can't go there because of that one. Could go there, can't go either of them, could go there, could go down there. Any of them, across there, any of them. Alright, haven't got that yet. How about ones? I already know one, 3 of them. Well, almost know that one. Already know roughly where they go in those. How about down here? Can't go in that column. Can't go in the circle, but it could go in any of those 4. Not much help. Has to go in one of those 3. There. Could go just about anywhere. Also meh. Ah! 2 has to go there. That's pretty much it, but yeah. 2 has to go there. 6. Those 3 must be 4, 5, 6. There's all be written in. Ah, 7 must go in one of those 2. Therefore must go somewhere here. Can that be 7? That can't be 1 because I have a 1 there, and it can't be 2 because I have a 2 here. That is at least 3. If that was 7, that would be at least 10. So that can't be 7. So that must be. This is progress. Yes. It's me knowing what I'm doing here. It's not changing anywhere else. Alright, lot. That could still be 8 or 9. That can still be 9. It's at least 2, that's at least 3, that's at least 5. So that's 5, 8 or 9. Okay. It'd have to be 2 and 3, wouldn't it? Can it be 2 and 3? Yes, it still can. To be 8, it can't be 1, 7, it can't be 3, 6. It would have to be 3 and 5, which is still an option. To be 9, it would have to be, well, it couldn't be 1, 8, it couldn't be 2, 7. And it couldn't be 3, 6, but it could be 4, 5. So it can't be 9. That can't be 1, so they can't both be 1, so that can't be 2. That can't be 2. 2 has to go somewhere there. Which means it has to go somewhere there. We know there's at least 2 and 3 making that at least 5, and we know not a lot else about it. 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Not really exciting. How about there? Only at least 1 and 2, that's at least 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 or 9. Still not exciting. How about that? That is at least 3. That's at least 1. That's at least 4. It can't be 6 or 8. So 4, 5, 7 or 9. Those will be written in. Neither of them can be 2, they could be 1 and 3. So that's 4, 5, 7 or 8. That's at most 8, those are at most 7, but 1, 3, 4, 5 or 7. I'm not bothering to write that many numbers in. That's at least 3, that's at least 1, that's at least 4. No. It's at most 9, that's at least 3, that's at most 6. Can't be 6, so it's 1, 3, 4 or 5. Most 8, well, it's at most 7 because of that. Well, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. Try. That can't be 1 because of that one, making it, and because of that one, making it at least 2. That is at least 3, and it can't be 7 or 8, and it can't be 9 because it's an arrow. So it's 3, 4, 5 or 6. Ah, it can't be 6, it's 3, 4 or 5. That's at least 3 and that's at most 9, that's at most 6, can't be 6, it's at most 5, can't be 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 2 and 3 does make 5, 2 and 4 makes 6, 4 and 5 either way round makes 9. If that's 3, this doesn't work. Can't go 3 and 3. 3 and 4 would make 7, which it can't be. 3 and 5 would make 8, which it can't be. That can't be 3. So I have 1, 3 or 4, 3, 4 or 5, 2, 4 or 5. A couple more like that would be really handy. Where in that column can 9 go? There or there? I already answered that. Yeah. Right. That's still only at least 1. That's still only at least 2. That's still only at least 3. 3, 4, 5, 6 or 9. 3, 4, 5 or 9. It can't be 6. Kind of hoping for somewhere that, you know, had to be 9 or had to be 2 or something like that. Two, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 9, which would be annoying. I'm not doing either of them. Could be 2 and 3. 3 and 5. Can't be 4 and anything. Can't be 5 and 4, yes. It could be 3 with that being 5, and it can be 4 with that being 5. Can't be 6 because of that, can't be 7. Could it be 1 and 8? No, neither of them can be 1. Having written in all the possibilities for every space in that, this is the only place 8 can go. That is 8. Which tells me 8 has to go somewhere in that row, in that column of 3, within this 3 by 3. One of those two spaces. That being 8 makes this 3 and 5. Wait, why couldn't that be 5? That could be 5. Bollocks. Those being 3 and 5 means that can't be 3 or 5, which only leaves 4. And it means that can't be 3 or 5, and that means it can't be 4, which only leaves 2. 2 and 4 makes 6. That can't be 6. Those are 1, 3 and 4, that can't be 4. That must be 5. That is indeed 3, and that's 5. Okay, and that 5 means that can't be 5. That 4 makes that 3, and that 5, which puts 5 in one of those two. Don't know which one yet. That 5 also gets rid of 5 as a possibility there, and there. Those are now 4 and 6. And these must be 7 and 9. Don't know which way round, but they are 7 and 9. So I've got 1 or 6, 3 and 4 down here. 1, 3 or 4, 1, 3, 4 or 6, 1, 3, 4 or 6. Pretty much. What can I change here? Well, that can't be the 4 because of that 4. So I have a 1 or 3 there and a 1 or 3 there. One must be the 1, the other must be the 3. Those are the 1 and 3 in this row. Nothing else in this row can be 1 or 3. Telling me that's the 4. And even without that, the 4 had to be somewhere here, so this can't be 4. This tells me that ain't the 4. Which gives me a 1 or 3 there, which goes with that. So these can't be 1 and 3. I have 1, 2, 3, need 4, have 5, 6, need 7 and 9. And the 7 can't go in this 3 by 3 because of that one, it can only go there. Making that 9, and these two 4 and 9. If those are 4 and 9, that can't be 4, that's 6, and that is 4. And these are 5 and 8. And these must be 6 and 7. And there's a 6 there, so that's the 7, and that's the 6. Which changes nothing down there. Alright. Still not much around those go either. do now know that this down here can't be 4. Still 5, 7 or 9. This is still at least, no, it's now at least 5. And that's at least 1, so that can't be 5. That's 7 or 9. This is at most 8, can't be 8. Can't be 6, so it's 5 or 7. And it's making 7 or 9. So this is 2 or 4. Can't be 2. Must be 4. That must be 5. That can't be 5. And that can't be 4. And that can't be 4. And that is indeed 9. Means they can't be, but those still can be. Oh no, there's that as well as that. For a moment there I thought it was good, because the 9 meant that couldn't be 9, so 9 in this 3x3 had to go in this column, which meant 9 in this column had to go, but it can go there or there, so never mind. How would I make 8? How would I make 5? It would have to be 2 and 3, and neither of them can be 2. It can't be 1 and 4 because there's a 4 in this 3x3. It can't be 2 and 3 because neither of them can be 2. It can't be 5. That is 7 or 8. To be 7, well, it can't be 1 and 6 or 3 and 4. It would have to be 2 and 5, and neither of them can be 2. And that one, in fact, can't be 2 or 5. So it really can't be 7. It has to be the 8. And can't be 2 and 6. Could it be 3 and 5? Yes, that way around. Could it be 1 and 7? Yes, that way around. So that is 1 or 5, and that is 3 or 7. 1 or 3, 1, 3, 4 or 5, 1 or 5. Oh, can't be 5, that's 1, 3 or 5. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5. Those 3 are 1, 3 and 5 in some sequence. What's left is 4, 8 and 9. That space there can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 or 9. That is a 6 or 7. That's at least 1, that's at least 6. This is at least 7. Can't be 7, so it's at least 8. This is 8 or 9. So with 4, 8 and 9. This one can't be 4, so this is 8 or 9. The 4 can only go there.